मुझसे ये हर घड़ी मेरा दिल कहे तुम ही हो उसकी आरज़ू मुझसे ये हर
Welcome back to my channel. Today I did this look appropriate for like weddings, engagement. I actually wore this on my own engagement. I thought it's pretty like decent. It's not too much or not too less. And it actually makes your features pop. So if you guys want to see how I did this, then just continue watching. First thing I'm going to be doing is using the Pixi detoxifying eye patches. What this does is it hydrates under your eyes, it depuffs your eyes, and it also makes the concealer last longer. And I also feel like this is kind of like a must when you're doing a bridal engagement look because you want all your makeup to last longer. Next, I'm using the NYX Tame and Frame brow pomade. This is in the shade Brunette. I really love this shade because it's a little bit lighter than my actual eyebrows. This just makes sure that my eyebrows look more softer and more natural, opposed to like a dark shade which is gonna make me look more harsh. Now I'm just using the concealer and carving out my brows. I feel like carving out your brows really makes your eyebrows look more defined and more clean. Next, I'm just using some concealer and putting it on my eye. This is just gonna prime my lid for the eyeshadows. This concealer is a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone, but this is gonna make sure all the colors we put on top pop more. I'm just going to use some powder to set it up quickly, and we're going to move on to eyeshadow. Now I'm using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm using this yellow brown kind of shade with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put this in my crease. This is going to be our transition shade, so we don't have to be really precise with it. Next, I'm using the Morphe 9C palette, and this is like a chocolatey brown color, so I'm just going to put this directly in my crease and focus it in my outer corner. And if you notice, I am using a smaller brush. Next, I'm just using some concealer to cut my crease. This part takes the longest, and you have to be really careful to make like a sharp line. Next, I'm using Huda Beauty's Melted Shadow in the shade Bamboo Hoops, and this is like a metallic shimmery kind. So I'm just gonna put this wherever I cut the crease, and you have to be really careful with this because you cannot put any eyeshadow or shimmer underneath, because I've noticed it does look flaky and kind of like not even. So just make sure you put it right on your top of your skin or the concealer. Next, I'm using a black shade from the Morphe 9C palette, and I'm just going to use a small brush, and I'm going to focus it just on the outer corner. And you can also go back with your fluffy brush to diffuse any color, because black is kind of hard to work with sometimes, so you really have to pack little by little. Now I'm just going to use the same chocolatey brown color and put it between the bamboo hoops and also the black color, just so that we have a nice gradient. Now I'm going to quickly put on some eyeliner, and the eyeliner I'm using is by NYX. Now I'm just going to quickly moisturize. You don't really need to use this moisturizer, you can use any, just quickly moisturizing. And next, I'm just gonna use a primer. This primer is really good, especially for dry skin, because it does give a nice radiant finish. It is by Smashbox, and I'm more focusing it on around my mouth because that's where I get like a lot of lines, and my foundation seems to separate there more. Now I'm using the Morphe foundation. This foundation is basically like a real life filter on your skin. And so I'm just gonna color correct right before that. This foundation is like full coverage. It is a little thick, but it looks great in photos, and as I was saying, it looks like a real life filter. I was also kind of hesitant to pick it up before when it first came in because everyone's like, oh, it looks green, it looks like that, but I actually really like it. So I'm going to use concealer next. Right before the concealer, I did put on some nude pencil in my waterline just so that my eyes look a little bigger and doll-like. I'm using the Too Faced concealer, and I put it under my eyes, on my chin, and on my forehead. I really love this concealer because it is hydrating and it does not set into your fine lines, and I noticed that it lasts very long. Next, just quickly setting my under eye with the Mercier loose translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to bake under my eyes and around my mouth. Now under my eyes, I'm using the same shades I used in my crease, so the light yellow brown shade, the chocolatey shade on the outer corner, and also the black. And I'm really focusing the black near my waterline and not really smudging it too down. Quickly going to brush off the bake under my eye. I do have dry skin, so I don't like baking for too long. Next, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer to contour my face. Just gonna go in my cheekbones, on my forehead, and on the sides. And I'm also gonna contour my nose. With the brush, I'm going upwards. If you notice, I'm dragging it upwards and not downwards. It's gonna make sure your cheekbones look much higher. And I don't know why I like the forehead contouring. I don't know why I think it's satisfying. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, so I'm just gonna use the Anastasia contour kit, and I'm just gonna go over all my contour. And don't forget your chin and your jawline. So now I'm gonna use this MAC Floral Realness blush, and I'm just gonna pop it on my cheeks. This is a really nice blush for like medium deep skin tones. Next, I'm gonna use some powder and just carve under my cheekbones. So time for highlight. I'm using the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. This highlighter is bomb. It's going to show in every picture, every kind of flash. So yeah, it's bomb. And it's like the perfect gold. It's not too like warm, and it's not too like on the silver side. It's like the perfect color. Now I'm gonna brush off all the powder and kind of powder around my mouth and on my forehead just to set the makeup. Next, I'm using these Dodo lashes. I'm going to link the number below because I don't really remember. But yeah, now I'm gonna line my lips with NYX lip liner in the color brown, and on top I'm gonna go over with the NYX lip lingerie in the shade Ruffle trim. I feel like this is a really nice combo for my skin tone, so like medium deep skin tone. And I usually focus the lipstick just like in the center, and with the lip liner I kind of contour the sides of my lips. Next, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. You guys know you have to set your makeup so that it lasts all night, especially if it's a wedding event. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed this video, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Is this too much? Is this too little? Like, let me know in the comments. So if you like it, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.